Hello, happy Monday. Well, it is Monday for me today. Don't know when you're gonna see it. Look at the sunset with the geese. Wonderful. I was thinking about something. So, story time. When I graduated from a fancy French business school in 2017, all my friends, or most of my friends, like 80-90% of them, were actually on the lookout for a job, about to start a corporate career and all of that. And I remember being like, oh, well, I'm going to Argentina. So I had started my freelancing business, doing content marketing, writing articles, helping startups get more visible online the year before. So I had like a few clients, like on and off, because I was still studying, doing my MSc in entrepreneurship. So that had been my focus for the past year, because I really wanted to become a digital nomad. I wanted to travel. I wanted to be able to be flexible, to work online, whenever, wherever. So with all my motivation and following my nudges and my vision, I actually went to Argentina in June of 2017. And let me tell you, things did not go as I expected. Argentina in itself was different than what I thought. I really had wanted to go there since I was 14. But what I mean wasn't so much about the country, but about how it felt to actually be a full-time entrepreneur and transitioning from being a full-time student for about 7 years on and off. I took a few gap years, had some work experience for a year or two, but like still I went from like having had a routine for most of my life, routine set up by others for me, at school and in jobs and all of that, to arriving on a different continent and being like, right, what do we do now? So that was a trip. That was a trip in so many ways. I also didn't really know anyone while I was there. Had one friend who I knew from my time in Barcelona, which happened, couldn't really talk about that, just happened to be there at the same time, and thanks God we were. And then I was actually working in a co-working space, which is where I met a lot of my friends, locals and people traveling as well. So that was cool. But on the business side of things, oh my God, if I could go back in time and look at myself in the eye and be like, you're freaking wasting your time, because I was so focusing on all the wrong things. I spent a gigantic amount of time on my website, on designing a logo, on actually just even choosing the name, and in the end I went with my name, which in hindsight was a good decision, because I pivoted a lot and my name just stayed the same, so that was easier. But yeah, I was just like, I was wasting so much of my time, but I think it wasn't the worst of it, because it's not like I was trying and failing really quickly. I was just so freaking scared all the time, and I had so much pressure on my shoulders, because I had to enroll more clients marketing wise, and I had to enroll more coaching clients as well, because I wanted to develop more my coaching practice, and then let my marketing things fade away. Plot twist, years later, I now do both. I love mixing both, so spiritual coaching and marketing and all that. Anyway, yeah, so lots of pressure, obviously self put, I was just like, I was just so anxious, like all the time. Obviously it didn't help that I didn't have many friends, and by the end of my time there, after 6 months, I really had started to have a community and grow my roots, which is exactly when I left. So but it was just very hard to do that on my own, to just like wake up in the morning and be like, okay, what do we do? I had to rebuild everything. I had to like, find a routine, go to yoga classes, and find where it's good to go, like grocery shopping. And all the while I also had to figure all the business things, like who do I want to work with, like what's my marketing gonna be like. But more, I remember spending so much time doing teaching materials that I showed to only 2 people, when I could have easily recorded a class and shipped it and released it to the market and get customers this way. So I would do things very differently now. I would really actually tell myself to enjoy so much more, because I spent 6 months in Buenos Aires. I only spent a weekend away from the city, but otherwise I was just like kind of stuck in town. Didn't really allow myself to go and visit or explore because I had to work. But then I couldn't work. I was just like, I was just so stressed. So like it was kind of an uphill battle every morning to like get up and like go to the co-working space, and actually get to work. You know, I had this kind of, it wasn't even blank page anxiety, because I could write and write for hours. It was just like, just anxiety of like all the emptiness in my life, you know, and just having to call all the shots, you know, from the transition was really quite hard. I'm so glad I did it, because it taught me so much. And because I had so much space in my life, it's also when kind of spirituality started to surround me, and I started learning in a more formal and intellectual way about manifestation. Even though I had been doing it for a while, I didn't even know the thing had a name. So I'm very grateful for the past version of me who decided to go there. Plot twist, if you are starting a business, don't go 10,000 kilometers away from where you are from to start it without like knowing anyone there, because that's going to be hella difficult. So I would tell myself to enjoy more, to get away and out, get away from a damn computer, because basically I thought I was doing work, and I was doing a lot of preparation. You know, I was doing a lot of preparing my website, preparing my logo, preparing, but actually I wasn't really telling anyone what I was doing. And being the best kept secret is not good for business. Like, it works. No, it doesn't really. I mean, I was going to say like it works for luxury brands, but even though you do need to have like some kind of notoriety and like brand reputation to build upon in the first place. So that was really hard. Glad I did it, but definitely had to learn the very hard way what to focus on and what not to focus on in business. And also to just get some time out and rest and play, because sometimes I was just like, when I arrived to Argentina, it was in autumn, fall for them, and you know, like me, you probably think like, wow, autumn in Argentina can't be that bad, right? It wasn't. It was still raining a lot, so it was really weird shock to my system. Cultural differences and just the compounding effect of all the changes in my life was not really easy. Hello, sheep. And then, where did I want to go with that? Just take some more time off, you know, just some time to enjoy. And I remember in the span of like 3 weeks, my MacBook charger broke twice. Like, what? Like, the first time I was able to fix it going in town and like fix it through someone and all that, which was still like a lot of stress, because at the time, I don't know if it's still the case, but in Argentina you didn't have any Apple Store. Amazon wasn't really operating, so it's not like I could, you know. Oh, hello. Look at the sheep. Where are they? Yeah, there you go. So it's not as if I could just like order a new one on Amazon. And that happened twice. The second time was just before I left, so actually I just waited it out and like waited to be back in Europe to get my cell phone. But so I was definitely signs to just get out and like enjoy my life, you know. And I did enjoy, you know, I made some friends. I went to yoga, really, really good yoga classes over there from a really tiny studio. We're only 4 by class, and that was amazing. Anyway, so the lesson in that is don't do it like I did. Really don't. But also it has taught me, that was the beginning of being taught the very hard way to, one, just do the rest and play. You know, if I'm overwhelmed, especially, like, there is no point in sitting myself in front of my laptop in a very gloomy room just to say I've been working. Like, that's not how my best work comes through. Second, surround yourself by people. Like, seriously, cannot stress that enough. And third, focus more on actually like doing business and selling rather than like prepare stuff, in secret. Yeah, so some of the things you have to learn a certain way, right? Odin? Oh no, no, come on. Oh, come on. There we go. It was in between these paws. Yes, I do have a masterclass coming all about what to focus on and what not to focus on as a business owner, but more importantly, kind of the things you need to be doing to grow, which aren't necessarily working on your logo and your marketing, like forefront. It depends on where you're at, but in this masterclass, I will address all of that. We'll talk about the 4 different levels on which to actually focus when you're growing, which are the 4 levels from my free manifestation training, the surprising framework to easily manifest, love and grow your business. So this is a framework I use in my work. You can get the free training by subscribing to my newsletter on my website. And then this new content class, I haven't found the name yet. I will be working on that just as I make my way home. But this new class will be, as this one, a paid offering, and it will go further than what I already teach you in the free training. So if you've enjoyed that, that might be something for you to dive deeper into for business, because seriously, that will save you a lot of time, and not even just if you're starting out or want to start your business, but really at different stages of your business, when you're scaling up, starting to hire people, automating your business, and also when you're in the messy middle, when you're not starting out but you're not quite ready to scale. Like, what do you do? So all these questions will be answered in the coming masterclass, and I'll also save some time, a big chunk of time at the end, for you to ask your questions, so you can have specific answer for a specific situation. It's always good on the different, using my specific framework. And I also tend to get a lot of intuitive nudges about what's going on in your business, in your mind, spiritually. So I'll be happy to help you with that as well. Right, so if you need more info, just contact me somehow. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thanks for watching. And just maybe get off your computer and phone and go in nature and get some inspiration somewhere else, because procrastination is just, anyway, I'm not going to go into another rant, but thanks for watching, and take some time for yourself. Bye.